We should have talked about who was going to do the intro. Good evening, Final Fantasy Randomizers and fans. It's Luffy and my buddy Danny. We're here to do a little Duckling Boot Camp week 6. Are we in?
No, we are doing. So it turned out that our availability for all our ducks, because our derby starts this coming week, meant that we were starting the derby just a teeny bit early this weekend. So instead of doing the 206 flags for our race tonight, which is typically what we've been doing on the Thursday races, is the class 200 flags. We are doing a practice of the week 1 derby flags. So these are the flags you're going to see both sets of ducks race this weekend during the duck derby.
That's right. So a little education for our new players tonight. It's going to be pretty fun. I mean, I guess we should probably talk party composition, right? That looks kind of interesting. Thief, fighter, black belt, black belt.
It certainly isn't one you see often, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But we're seeing nothing but melee tonight, because tonight, that's all you get. We got no mages, not a single one. You ain't finding them anywhere.
Yeah, definitely interesting, but we got some cool things thrown in there too. No mages, like Danny said. All weapons are going to be casting spells, though, so that's pretty cool. Maybe we find ourselves a fast hammer, or a temper shirt, or a cure 3 something. Like, who knows? Anything could be out there. It's pretty cool when we have that flag checked.
You're going to see a lot of inventory shuffling. That's the one thing I've always noticed when you have a flag where you have everything has castable magic on it. You start playing a game of, what do I want to keep? What can I get rid of? Oh, that's the thing I want. What can I get rid of to keep it?
Yeah, definitely going to have some shuffling. Having the, I think 3-man party might be the way to go here. Some blurskins we got going on. We'll chat about that real quick. Thief has resist death, status, and time. So, like, the best half of a ribbon for the thief, which is really great. Fighters got plus 15 luck. That's pretty cool. They can run and help with doing a few things. Not the best buff, but it's better than, nothing. And the black belt not only is buff, he has buff magic, which is super cool. So fast or saber or temper on that, maybe an invis too. That's a nice little pool of spells to pull from.
Yeah, I think honestly, probably the black belt with buff magic is probably the one you like seeing the most. Because if you use that as your main melee, you could basically just about solo anything. He's big, he can punch things, he can cast fast on himself, and then he just punches things. It's kind of really great.
Off and running. Lit 2 axe. Okay. Lit 2. All right. Okay.
And that invis too.
Yeah.
Like, that's super cheap and could, be very helpful, especially in later game with bosses.
It's a decent swingable weapon too. That are halfway okay stats.
We're buying what we think we need here. Because, well, we're not going into magic shops, and normally that's where most of your money goes to in Canary, but right now everyone's getting that lit 2 axe, because that's basically what's getting us through things. Only one person can wield it, but everyone can cast it.
Yep. Chain shirt, not too bad. Gold plus 2s. It's a nice place to find them, so I like that. It's so funny when there's no doors on the magic shops. I love that.
Yeah, that iron plus 2 shield's not bad. That and that chain armor, that's really good armor, especially early on for that fighter.
Oh, we have consumables in the shop as well, without the guaranteed white magic here. Full cures are really nice to find.
Some pricey consumables.
Yeah.
We're making mental notes of the consumables and the bracelets in the shop, because we can't afford any of those now, but we might want them later.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so almost everyone has got, like, lit 2. That's going to get us through basically anything early. That's going to get us through Garland. That's going to get us through our pirates.
Let's see what we got here. We're gonna save again. Yeah, save real quick, and then we will see if we have any, hero run here. What our encounter table looks like. Not bad. Make it all the way to the temple. Not bad.
Safe to save, because, well, you just never know what you might run into.
Oh, yeah.
And you really don't have the health to run into anything.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of money. Well, we found our encounters.
We did. Run, lit 2 makes sense.
Okay, so we're walking out of here with about 2,200 in gold.
It's not bad. And, maybe there's some other stuff over in Provoke we want to buy. It's not going to get us anywhere near those golds. Not going to get us any near those full cures, but it's fine.
Yeah, it'll more than likely, that'll probably be enough to fund our Provoke trip, but really nothing more than that.
Couple lit 2s, down goes Garland. Level 3 across the board. Let's see what the King and Sarah have for us.
Bottling Canal.
Okay.
So right now, neither one are doing us a whole lot of good.
Yeah, neither one directly helpful. The canal's good, probably, because we'll probably need that, but it doesn't help right now.
Yeah, that's going to require a boat.
Yeah. Expensive cabins, actually.
Yeah, we're not buying those unless we're desperate and whatever town we land in has no tent.
Yep. Point out also with smokes for sale in the shop, that's like a free run. So, for the low price of about 9,000 gold, you can run from any battle.
I don't know why they're named that way, but in my
smoke
head,
bomb, I get it.
I'd say that's what I'm assuming that's what it is, because in my head, it's almost like you see like in a magic show, like a poof, and then they're gone.
Yes. Okay, so after a little bit of a hard reset, there's a couple encounters back to back pretty quickly.
It's so weird to see, but no one care about magic shops.
I know.
We're just running right past them. Ooh, that timber sword.
Yeah, I saw that cure too, whatever that is. I was like, oh, that's expensive. And then there's just another one for 311. Like, that's great.
Yeah, whatever that, like, if you want timber, like anything that cure 2 right now, you're definitely, like, I've always found it fun, like, find 2 things that have the same thing on it. And, like, one is, like, reasonably priced and the other one's, like, not any time today.
Yep.
Yeah, just endless cast of temper. Gotta love that.
Cat Claw? Maybe. Can't be a Cat Claw though if the knight's able to equip it right now. Or interesting.
All right, lit 2 axes. Let's go.
Alright, this should sweep the field pretty easily here. Pirates don't have much more than 10, 12 HP.
They look so menacing though,
don't they? They're spooky until they're not.
A whole bunch of them are just going to attack you and then poof, they're gone.
TNT. So, Bicky, no ship. We're going to go over and turn it into a dwarf. Houses, heals, and tents only. That's not bad on the house front. Anything under 2K is acceptable.
There's a small part of me that gets ridiculously happy anytime I'm playing a seed and like you see houses and you get the random ones that are like, oh, like $400, and I'm like, 4.
Yep. You have enough to buy like 10 of them 5 minutes into the game, and you're like, yeah, that feels good.
Oh yeah. Those are the seeds when you're just dumb and when you have a lot of money, you just buy like 50 of them just because you can.
I think we have a bingo tile that's, spend 100,000 gold in a shop or have 99 houses. So it's pretty funny.
One of my favorite races ever was spring tournament years ago. And two of the races, one of them, it was Mo in particular, and I was tracking, and she just had an unbelievable amount of money, and just for no reason, had like 86 cabins, and it got to the point where it became a joke during the race, and both runners were just doing it with their like real estate. It just became whatever. I got to the point where I was tracking real estate for comms. Like, who had this many tents and this many houses and this many cabins. It was stupidly fun.
Shout out to Fabian in chat there. The Cure 2 sword for sale at 35k is 32 attack, 50 hit, 25 crit. That sounds like the cat claw to me, too. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. And the price, those stats along with the price, yeah.
All right, let's see. What do we get from Nerrick the Dwarf here? We're going to hand him the TNT. He's going to give us the boat. Okay.
Well, we wanted to leave the NRC. Now we have the ability.
We do. Let's see here. We do have early open progression, which we just saw. Sure. Northern docks are on. We have the desert dock and the Bahamut dock on. Interesting. Let's see.
So where are we headed?
Well, Marsh is incentivized. We have no canoe. Probably no real reason to leave the inner sea just yet. Probably Marsh, question mark. We could go to Crescent if we wanted.
All right, let's see what we got on our weapons in Elfland. Well,
Hey, we got a heal too. That's nice.
There we got, yeah, that's not too bad, and it's reasonably priced.
Mm-hmm.
Gave everybody like a Quake knife. Great for Earth. Lich won't see us. I hate to see us coming.
It's his birthday. We're just trying to feed him some cake. And Ferna making the Marsh play. This makes sense to me. We got an item over here. The incentivized things are mostly in every Fiend dungeon. There's something incentivized. We have no real reason to go anywhere else just yet. I feel like this is going to smell like the Ruby or something.
Yeah. I don't hate to play it. Like, we have an incentive here. We don't, like, we have magic right now, but, like, you want something better than Lit 2 in Timber. So I don't hate, like, the stopping by Alphaland, seeing what, what we had there in the weapon shop and in the way of weapons and magic. And, if you're going to stop there, you might as well get Marsh out of the way.
Yep, might as well. This feels like it's going to be required. Let me take a peek at what else we got incentivized here. Masa, Excal, and a ribbon are our gear pieces. So, I mean, even if it's one of those, it's going to be helpful in the long run. But this really feels like this is the correct play with what's incentivized. This makes sense.
Like, two of those three you can already use immediately.
Yep.
Like, anyone in that party can use a Masa. Any one of them can use a ribbon.
Yep.
Ooh, hello, experience box.
Yeah, that feels good. That's got to be like 3 or 4 levels right there. Or 3 levels across the board. Yeah. 6k is a big box of XP.
Yeah, really, especially when you're, I think we were level 5? Level 4 or 5 when we came in? Yeah.
Okay, so just Sahags here on the spike tile.
Like, yeah, unless they rolled something nasty, this is not going to be a problem.
Yeah.
That Luto will clear these really quickly.
Yeah, it looks like they're just punchy, probably, but we're through it no problem. Let's see what we got. This just smells like it wants to be the Ruby. Oh, no.
Oh, well, I mean, you've had the right, where Winston does
I did.
correct. Just not the right item.
Yeah, it feels awkward that it's going to be something over there in Crescent Lake. Feels weird.
I mean, I think progression has to be, because the only other thing
Yeah.
it can be, because I mean, Earth's incentivized, but it's post-rod, which we don't have.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't have canoes, so progression has to be a vendor in either Elfland, which we didn't check vendor there, or Crescent, or it has to be Sages.
Yeah. It could be a vendor item. That's very true, because then we have Canaria locked as incentivized, so that'll open up something else. Tricky. I think it was the scums that have glare as well, and that's always spooky to see.
Fizzle once a long time ago said something to me that is always stuck in my head. So like anytime I see them, like scums, just want to, like, if I got something like that I can cast on while I'm trying to run away, it was Mash Amok and Scorch a Scum. So like one spells work well with the other one, and if not, just hit the to run. But if you try to run, but if you got something you can cast that might take them from one party member, do that and run. If they got glare, you definitely want no part of that.
Yep, Davian also pointing out in chat, Better Trap Treasure is on.
They're also talking about how the default party for this seed was Black Belt Fighter, Black Belt, Black Belt. Hey, we got Siberian Bull in with us.
We got him.
Figured out
I love those Mega Man sprites.
Yeah.
I love those.
They just look so itty bitty and cute.
Yep. The sideways shuffle, even, it's so good.
All right, vendor item. Nope.
No, Phoenixes though, very expensive.
Ooh,
but that's
very expensive.
Yeah.
Those were almost max expensive.
Yeah. Ooh, silver +4. I like that. Maybe buy one of those.
Silver +4s. Yeah, those are really, really good. Honestly, I don't remember what the Go bracelets were, but I want to say they were not as good. But honestly, I would take those silver +4s at $2,000 as opposed to like the 16 grand. I think the red, and I would just rock those the entire seed.
Oh yeah, for the price of 4 of those, you can buy 4 for half the price of 1 gold. Golds were +2, so they're pretty good. But I mean, those +4s are just as good. And so scorpions are not safe.
Oh, they sure aren't.
No, they have lit. They have heat. Oh boy.
Okay, Scorpion. not that I enjoyed watching Siberian Wipe, but the animation, the way sprites
like
react
the full
to that,
slide, it's so great.
So good. Oh, well, hello, fast swords to go with our temper swords.
Very nice.
Fast and temper items, especially in any seed, is going to make you happy, but on an all melee party, you swing with one and everyone else just fast and tempers the heck out of that your main melee, and you're just going to blow up everything.
Yeah, especially with the scaling too. It's not too jacked up at all.
I say honestly, it's kind of fun.
Yeah. These are fun parties. When you get magic that's very kind like this can be a lot of fun. You know, it's tricky because you're used to having, mages to cast things, and you got to look in the weapon shop, and you got to think, and you got to do, like you said earlier, the inventory management and juggling. But it's just a fun, different way to play the game. Oh, free Phoenix there for Siberian. That's nice. There we go.
Yeah, the first time ever playing flags similar to these, it is definitely an adjustment to get used to not having just mages in your magic. But I ended up loving flags like these. Like, they can be so ridiculously fun. Alright, so we're gonna see, is it a vendor item? Is it a sage item? Is it both? And one of them is progression. But either way, it's got to be here and present.
Let's see. Alright, so it is the sages. Could be the canoe. which would feel, exceedingly vanilla.
Canoe, could be Rod.
Yeah,
or
could be
it could
Key.
be Fetch Quest.
Could be. Could be Crystal. Could be that Ruby.
Lots of options still on the table.
It's the crown.
Hey!
Everything that we didn't name.
Right?
Oh, man.
But it's like the game said, I heard you, and I'm reminding you. You forgot one.
You did. You were correct. We're going to fetch it. Fetch quest time.
Like our silent third COCOM. It's like, you forgot this one.
We did. We forgot that one. I'm sorry. My fault.
Dear game, we apologize. Please forgive us. Sincerely, Danny and Loopy.
Yes. Yeah, DM, do you want to have a fetch quest? I just sing that, in my mind, like Elsa and Anna from Frozen. It's just, I don't even have kids, and it's always going to be that way.
My daughter was never, ever really interested in that movie. When I got ridiculously lucky with my youngest, when a lot of that stuff was popular, she just wasn't into it. She would sit around and watch hours of Doctor Who instead. So I was a lucky parent that kind of just didn't have to listen all the time. But it's like, when do you want to go on a fetch quest here in the, the tune of like, do you want to build a snowman?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And it will always be that way. Always.
Mm-hmm. Siberian's got ads, so we do apologize for that, chat. Oh, we got Brax swords here too? Or daggers, actually? Let's go. How very interesting. So with the Northern Docks on, that could make a Kraken or a Tia run if we get the items to make it there. Pretty interesting. And Hint Giver's on. Siberian showing us that the ribbon comes from the herb. +6 too, nonetheless. It's a pretty darn good ribbon.
Mm-hmm. It's making your hair extra pretty.
Oh yeah. I hope we bought a couple of those Brack sticks. I know money is a little tight here. We haven't really got a whole lot of it. But I definitely would have bought at least 1 or 2 of those. There's the canoe.
Now we can sail the high seas and the tiny rivers.
We can. What do you think, Danny? Is this a Ordeals play? Volcano ice? Like, what are you thinking here?
If I'm doing volcano, so you can get the item quick out of volcano because the incentive is like shallow volcano. So basically, your item's going to be on the armory floor somewhere. That said, if I'm doing volcano, I want to finish volcano.
Right, for sure.
If I feel now we've got a lot of fast and temper. If I feel I have the levels to withstand like a carry dot, I wouldn't be mad at doing volcano because volcano ice, it's all there.
Yep.
Otherwise, I'm going south. I'm hitting Ordeals. One, because I'm not so as worried about getting all the way through as I might be volcano, but also Ordeals, like by boat, is much easier to get to.
Yep.
And just go down, knock it out of the way. If it's not exactly what you want or it's progression, you can head like to another place. But if it is, like, it's done, out of the way, and then you can go elsewhere.
I think that hint also telling us that the herb is the turn in for the ribbon kind of makes me think I want to go there a little bit as well, because if it's the herb, rats, but at least I know that turns into a ribbon. Ooh. Okay. Sneaky. Right. Okay. Yes. I like it. Berna, making the ice play. Quick ice play.
A quick reminder to me, and I know because, these are the duck streams, and we want to point out little things to make sure, to help them in places they might not think. So, we saw in Furnace, go there to Crescent Lake, and then canoe up to ice. If you want to knock out all of that kind of at once, if you do go to the right above the Crescent dock on the side there, and there you can access right there by the river, and it kind of gets you right between ice and volcano, and it's a much faster way of doing that. Plus, it puts you more, center in that area to do both of those.
Yep. I like parking at that dock for sure. It gives you that ability.
Too.
Yeah, I like that one. That's a little known one, There's sneaky docks here and there, like the Matoya play. You can park over there if you don't have the floater and you got to turn on the crystal. Like that's kind of fun. Yeah, there's little things, but I like that one. That's definitely one everybody should know.
That's one of those that like you might not think of or you might not know of, and then as soon as you do, you go, "Oh wow,
yep,
this is much easier." I'm never gonna be like, that's the thing that's totally gonna stick in my brain now.
Yeah, both runners making the ice play. You're right, Mecklin.
Yeah, so far this race is really close.
Yeah, definitely. The drawback of being here without any, ability to cast warp feels a little awkward. But I mean, we're probably full clearing this as is. Mostly anyway, because we're leaving at least one box behind. And I don't hate that. Sorcerers are always spooky.
I saw them and I winced a little. I'm still having like PTSD from Winter Tournament.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. As someone who didn't play Final Fantasy 1 vanilla, playing vanilla scripts was a lesson I learned a lot of things about recently. So I understand now why people see certain enemies and go, not today, and just want no part of it.
Oh, that was an eagle eye there, Mecklin. I think that was the Vorpal. I was thinking the same thing. That Invis 7 weapon did look big, yeah. Inferno picked that up a little quick. Pro rings, nice.
I don't. Unless I missed it, we haven't seen those in shops yet. So
we
that's
have
a
not.
Good pickup.
It is, and we did see Inferno also pick up a blast there, which is, I think, Fire 3 in a bottle. Fire 2.5.
Yeah, Mecklin chat. Fire 2.5.
Yeah. Hence my hesitation to lean into that 3.
Not the best spell you're gonna get, but handy in a pinch.
Yep, it'll work. Yeah, it does never feel like it does enough. That's true. But, I mean, anything that's not Nuke is always going to feel that way. And even Nuke disappoints from time to time. See if we're going to go over that into this +7. Nope, not yet. I'm pretty sure that's the Vorpal. And that's a terrible spike tile. Huh.
Oh, well. I mean, we're going to need that eventually, but not for a while. If we have an incentive there, we have to do Tia. But the incentive is going to be loose somewhere in Sky. So that chime really doesn't do us any good right now.
It does not. All that's telling us is we're going to have to go to Volcano whether we like it or not.
Yeah, like we still have...
Ordeals.
And I believe Northern Docks are on, unless I'm forgetting.
They are. So we could do Waterfall.
We have Waterfall.
Yeah, true.
We could have, our vendor and on-rack. Like, there's a few other options.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you're already here,
you might
if
as well.
you don't do carry, you might as well.
Yeah, you might as well knock this out. Like, even to your point, it's a shallow volcano. So if we're really spooked about trying to do Kelly, we can dip out of here after clearing the armory. Like there's options, but we should definitely go there and grab whatever is there while we're here.
Yeah, because like I said, ideally if I go to volcano, I want to be able to do carry. But because, like we said, the item is there shallow, so at least you're not having to go all the way through the volcano and walking it out. You can dip in, get it, and if you don't feel safe enough to do carry, you can leave with it. Or, if you're feeling a little spicy, you go in, you get it, you run out, you save real quick because it's right there at the top.
Mm-hmm.
And then you try carry. And then that way, if carry doesn't go well, you haven't lost your item.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we sat on those rock goals for a minute there. Where is he? Is he in the teens? Is that 11? Oh, Gershark with Glare and Frost.
Ooh, gross.
Okay. Ooh, maybe that is the katana, that Invis +7. That was what, 81 crit?
Sure is a big number.
Oh, that's a big number. Ninja only?
I'm loving. Oh yeah, if it's ninja only, then I think it's katana. Yeah, it's katana.
Yeah.
I love that I look over and I see in chat like everyone's just trying to parse out like what it is and what it's not.
It's a fun little game, right? Having to come in here, which is lit too, also feels a little sus. Take these EXPs because why not? But feels icky. Siberian picking up their chime. DM, I think that's the ice sword. I think. But when they have all weapons cast, I'm not sure if that changes the color at all. But I think the sprite for the sword looked like it was the ice sword, but I could be wrong.
I keep seeing on Siberian Bulls when he has like a character that's low on health. And I know it's supposed to probably make it look like he's knocked over. We just got our cube. Oh, now we've got all the sky open to us. So the ice volcano combo has now opened up all of sky for us.
Yeah,
so that sure is a thing.
Yeah, that ice volcano wombo combo coming through. Sky.
That's how my brain said it.
Yeah, wombo combo. Wombo
combo. But yeah, look, see Mechlin. Okay, not. I don't know. I saw Mechlin's name in chat, and I said Mechlin instead of Siberian. But I'm looking at his little dudes when they're kind of like laid over. They look like they're posing for a picture. It's giving, 1970s Burt Reynolds.
Yeah.
I know the picture, and I just can't think of what it's from. But
like Smokey and the Bandit or something like that.
Yeah, just like a male model, just like
sitting on the hood of his car or something like that.
Just like with leaning on the elbow, just like.
Woo, you're on the same page as me. I was thinking the same thing. and draw me like one of your French girls. Oh man. Comedy transcends nations.
I gotta say, Loopy, I always do have fun on comms with you.
Oh, absolutely. Danny, love it. Always fun to sit here and chat. Watch some racing, watching our ducks here do their thing, fun sprites, interesting flags. It's just a good Thursday night.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm. All right. Inferno, I mean, what do you think here? Were we just going straight to Sky, or are we still a little spooked about that and we're going to go and do ordeals first? I don't know.
See, again, for me, it's can I get all the way through Sky?
Yeah.
And at those levels, I would have concerns. I'm taking my happy self to ordeals.
I think so too, right? I don't know if Inferno went in the shop there and got themselves those Brack swords or Brack daggers. I know Siberian saw them.
I don't think so.
With
Now,
this
if I
pad
did
thing, I think
have
it looks like
them,
we're doing the ordeals play. Yeah, I think you
so
did.
now with those, I would be willing to do Sky earlier than any other time.
Mm-hmm.
We're just slinging all the Brack items.
Kit Marcus, I think so. Like I could see him, like, you know, with a button-down shirt that's half unbuttoned or whatever, full handlebar mustache.
Yeah, Kit Marcus and it wasn't it like a People Are Time magazine? It was something like that. I know
Yeah,
I've
it
seen it,
was.
and I can't. I now that my brain has equated the two, I can't unsee it.
All right, Inferno into ordeals here. It looks like we got top and not number one. Yeah, Mecklin. If we had the 4 Brack sticks, I like the Sky play too, but I'm still ever so slightly nervous about trying to traverse my way through there with just some Lightning 2 sticks.
Yeah.
Brack's good for Tia, but we got to get through a lot of garbage to get up to Tia. It will be fine.
You'll take the few fights you think you can get with, because we've got a few decent weapons that can get through some of those fights. But for a lot of those in Sky, with what we are what we have right now, you just running.
Yeah, I think so.
You're hoping that thief and that plus luck on that fighter just books it from everything.
Yep.
Oh, an invis item.
Okay. Another free pro ring over there.
Far.
Blast, money.
Silver armor.
Opal +7 over there on Siberian side. Tail.
Oh.
That's fine?
I mean, if that is a katana we have, we are going to want a class change to put it on that.
Oh yeah, with Muhammad Doc on too. Let's go.
Yeah, we can if we weren't worried about the MDF on those black belts, and we just go class change now and equip that katana on our thief.
Yeah, and I think you just lean into the thief here, yeah.
Also, I missed it with Inferno was doing Volcano, but we had a fast bonk in there.
Oh, that must have been in the armory proper there. Inferno did that there once I got the cube. Nice. That's a good pickup.
Yeah.
No, Inferno, go class change first. It's fine. I mean, there's something to be said with there's a couple pretty quick encounters. I mean, we could kick the tires on the 4 zones over here, which looks like it's kind of what we're doing. It's a little bit of a long run, though.
We need to get like right there in the run, because like you have a little bit of run there off the hard reset, and you have those 3 encounters back to back.
Yeah,
just depending on when you get, but just to get that off that first. Like, if you could get all 3 encounters right there off that to something decent, I mean, it's fine for a few levels, but grindable, this
it's a little bit of a walk. I mean, sandwiches into steak and wings, not bad. If there's a T-Rex behind this, I'd be interested. But that felt like, what, 7 to 10 seconds per first fight there, and even though the other ones are quick, I don't know.
Yeah, you get those 2 encounters, they're back to back, but like it's a far too much of a walk, I think, before that. So really not a good grind.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do that. We kick the tires on it, that's fine. I think I think we could try to do this if we have some Brack sticks. I just don't know if Inferno bought them. Siberian just saying, let's go. Okay. Let's go.
Yeah, I worry about our survivability a little with Tia. But,
Mm-hmm.
like, if we get some levels going up, we have Invis 2, we have fast. I think we
Mm-hmm.
have a fast weapon of some sort. We have a bunch of temper.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it might be a little difficult.
Yeah. Mages on that spike tile in the cube room. It's fine. All right, well, here we go. Here's Kelly. We spent a phoenix to bring up that black belt. We're fasting up, we're tempering up. Let's do it.
Yep, lots of fast, lots of tempers.
Mm-hmm.
I like how we had 2 people cast fast on the same one just in case
Just to be
one
good.
didn't make it.
Just
Just in
want to
case
be
one
sure.
didn't make it. Yep.
Yeah. Kelly hits deceptively hard.
Oh, yeah.
Lock 2, I don't hate that either. 8 hits, 503. Big swing there.
Ooh,
I think
good
that's
call on
probably
heal
I think Siberian's party here is Thief, Fighter, Fighter, Black Belt, I think, based off of those sprites.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, so that's something that Thief is swinging that's pretty good. Even the Black Belt's swinging something, unless the Mega Man Vanilla sprite is the Fighter. I have no idea.
There goes third.
Not bad.
First orb at 38 minutes and 32 second-ish.
Rune Sword, definitely. Good one. Good call there, DM.
Yeah, Rune's really good on Lich. Is one of the elemental swords that it works better on carry. So, yeah, that would make sense. Because that fight was pretty easy.
Yeah. Black Belt swinging the lock too, Chucks. What a flex.
One and only time the Chucks are beneficial in any sort manner past like level 10 on a black belt.
Right.
Look at me remembering things that Bizzle taught me like 6 years ago. I bet he'd be proud somewhere.
Yeah, DM, that definitely was Rune Sword sprite color. You're right.
I'm horrible about like being able to tell what sword is which. I openly admit it by just seeing like what they look like when they're swung. I try, but I almost always get it wrong. So if someone else sounds more confident about that answer, then I'm taking their word for it because I am not the person to question it.
All right. Random Sky incentive. So Sky 1, decent amount of boxes here. No payoff.
Yeah, the random in Sky is just like, all right, we open in boxes. Just lots and lots of boxes. Unless you get really lucky and it's somewhere on that first floor, you're just opening a lot of boxes.
I always have such a conflict of interest right here. Do we go through Spider Floor or do we go to Sky Robots and come back to Spider Floor? Like, I always end up clearing this floor and I hate myself for it.
I do too, and I always feel like
Feels bad.
I shouldn't be like, I know that I'm, because there's so many people who just skip it, go to Sky 3 because it's where chest density is, and to an extent that makes sense. So they do Sky 3, and then if it's not there, they'll come back to this. But my brain, as soon as I think for a second, just go to Sky 3 and come back if it's not here, my brain just goes, but what if it is here?
Yeah, I always turn, and I always, same thing.
And as soon as I think it, I can't. For the sake of my own mental health, I have to clear Sky 2 before I can go to Sky 3.
Yeah, the only, silver lining of this floor, while it is terrible to walk, there are very good encounters here to get experience. So you do trade the good with the bad there.
Another thing I learned from Sensei Fizzle is some of the best fights you're going to get in Sky are going to be on this floor for experience.
Definitely.
So if you need levels and you're, clearing this floor, and if you have the ability to do so, take the fights.
Siberian getting their tail, going straight for the promotion. I like it. course, it's Sky 3, and it feels so bad.
I always know that there's going to be a day. There's going to be a day when I tell that voice in my head, "Shut up! We're going to Sky 3, and I'm going to go to Sky 3, and it's going to be on Sky 2." I know it. I'm sure of it. I've never been more sure of most things in my life.
Is that a Dr. Wily ship sprite for promo right there? I love it.
Oh wow, that's great.
Or is that the guys that go on the floor? I feel like that's the ship. Awesome promo sprites too. Inferno, what you doing here?
Are we burning off an encounter before that floor, or are we looking for an encounter on this floor?
It's a good question.
Like, are we just trying to get fights on this floor for levels? Or
looks like we're trying to get.
Looking for the run. Are we looking for the long run before Sky 3?
I mean, maybe. It's a pretty long walking floor. There's a lot of chests, which makes it feel not so bad. But also, maybe we're thinking of, we're here, we're going to do Tia 2, and we're looking for a little security.
Because, I mean, we just got the 2 back-to-back encounters.
Yep, there's the third.
Okay. Level 20, not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Oh, no, we're just taking encounters on this floor.
Okay, so the 2 Gutsman sprites over there are black belts. They're punching. So I think it's Thief, black belt, fighter is his party. So the fighter would be the vanilla Mega Man sprite that's now Cutman down there at the bottom. And then the Thief is Flashman. That makes sense. Regular Mega Man is black belt? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Opal shield, dragon armor.
Yeah, that's a kitted out fighter. That's a kitted out fighter right there.
It really is.
Hey, another free Phoenix. And I think they got a Brack dagger on this floor as well. So Sky 1 provides. Or Mirage 1.
See, you were mentioning the things for Mega Man that this sprite, like overworld sprite, might be. I'm not super familiar with Mega Man. Like, the original sprites, like, I knew, because, like, who doesn't know the little Mega Man character from, like, seeing it? Everything else was, like, listening to you talk foreign language. However, so I see that little overworld sprite, and I'm just like, that is, like, the cutest little Roomba. It's like it's lighting up. Like, look at the little things on the front.
Yeah,
I don't know who did those sprites, but A+, good on you, because they are done incredibly well.
Absolute top marks. I love them. They're so great.
It is 100% one of the many amazing, fantastically wonderful things I can say about the incredible people in our community. They are stupidly talented and creative and come up with some amazing things. And if you're watching this and you ever want to play it and you want to have super cool sprites, on our wiki and stuff, you can find basically a sprite superstore. And a lot of these sprites that have all been made in the contributed community you can find there, and there's so many good ones.
Yep. Very, very cool stuff. Our developers are awesome. They're so creative. I thank them every time. And that's Electric Man. Thank you for the correction there. Flashman felt off considering the Mega Man 1 theme we're going for here, so I forgot about Electric Man.
Comment in chat. Best randomizer community on the interwebs. Could not agree more.
Thank you.
100%. Best community.
All right, Inferno, pop that bottle. So did we find the item here? Was it our floater? Ooh.
Quad eggs.
Okay.
That, I think, is genuinely one of the most underrated spells sometimes, because it has gotten me out of quite a few sticky ball situations where I'm just like, I've got maybe one good turn left before I wipe, and it's like, oh, let's try Quad X. And then it lands, and then I'm like the happiest girl in the world.
Oh, yeah.
So we're still looking. And there it is. We got our loot.
Vuvuzela, everybody's favorite instrument.
Sure.
I mean, it's the World Cup, I think maybe like 18. Oh, man, I'm dating myself here. 18, 16 years ago. I think it was South Africa it was in, and every fan had a Vuvuzela, and it was a thing, and they're very loud and obnoxious, apparently. 2010. Okay, so 15 years. Thank you, DM.
Okay, I wasn't 100% sure what that is, but I think I know what you're talking about now. And yes.
Mm-hmm.
Although with that flag, and I think we have like 60 different instruments that like the loot could be. I think my favorite might still be the hurdy-gurdy or the hurdy-gurdy.
That is pretty good. I like the baby G too, so for the baby grand piano. I think that's a good sprite or a good instrument too. Inferno, after my own heart here. I love it. Left and up, the correct path through the sky maze.
One of the few hills I'm willing to die on is you say hooray and you say hi. And you go up twice, right twice.
Double fighter there. We're going to take that fight. That's not a bad one at all. Airs, no thank you.
Yeah. I'm either insanely desperate for levels or they're unrunnable. Otherwise, I'm just running from them.
Okay, fast. That was an invis, I think, as well. We're going to more fast. We're going to triple fast. Okay, let's see if these black belts can punch our way through. We have no brack daggers, so we're just going to go full-on offensive hope.
Yeah, it is too. Casting fast, casting her tempers.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good plan.
6 hits, 6 damage. We would hope for a little bit better than that. 7 hits, 96. 11, 220. Okay, that's better. And this 2 is going to help here. If this is a punchy Tia, that's going to help. 8 hits, 314. Buff number 1 doing its job pretty well. I think that's 5 stacks of evasion. So Tia won't be hitting very much anymore. 7 hits, 17 damage. Fighter, please. Hey, 7 hits, 305. Buff number 1 there takes down Tia. We don't need no bracks. We got fists. Inferno lights their first orb at about, call it what, 49 minutes, 57, 58 seconds?
Just as we lit the air orb, Siberian got his loot.
And Siberian up an orb before he came in here. Tied 1-1 now. Looking at their levels, they can get through, maybe. They did the same plan here. They got a little bit more going for them with the promotion and all that.
Yeah. Level's not quite as good as Inferno's. However, bit better equipment. Especially just with class change help with that. So, and we didn't really see much out of Tia. No. So unless she was hiding something, especially for the second fight, she was going to have to go through today. I think we're probably fine here.
I love the disrespect. We're not even going to heal before we walk into this fight. I love it. All right, let's see that katana. 5 hits, 347. That feels really good. More tempers. Punching with the black belt. 6 hits, 162. More black belt. 2 hits, 2 damage. More temper. Ink. Tia doesn't look like she has very much at all. More katana. 9 hits, 978. Big swing.
Ooh.
That was a much faster Tia fight just because of the power of that katana.
Maybe these levels are better than I thought. Maybe it's just hadn't healed in a while, so I thought they weren't quite as good.
Oh, there's some blue steak. And they're very skinny. Wow.
Oh yeah, those levels are definitely better than I thought. Brenna going back to Volcano, I guess just to take out Carrie.
Mm-hmm.
Bit interesting. I
It
think.
is. It's gonna feel very awkward if our floater was sitting with the robot the whole time or for sale at like the caravan. I thought we would have found it by now. The seed is fairly linear in a way, but not being kind.
Either it or something that leads to it, because we still have some, like, it could be behind Key, it could be Adamant, it could be Crystal, it could be Earth, it could be behind the Rod.
Yeah.
There's a lot of options where it could be. But whatever leads to it is over in the on-rack location somewhere. It's either a vendor at one of the two places here, either in on-rack proper, or at the caravan, or it's hanging out in Waterfall.
Oh, that's weird. The sprite disappears sometimes in the wooded areas when you're going right. That is silly. I love it. Oh, okay. So it might be at the caravan.
Incognito.
Yeah. Nice little safety save there. I like that. You can just reset out of this if it's nothing. It's nothing. Ooh.
All right, so progression and waterfall.
Yeah.
Which always feels the worst because you don't want to go over there unless you can do on-rack 2, because then you have to double dip.
Yep.
Unless it's a, well, no, see, I say that unless, say, it's the key in waterfall.
Mm-hmm.
And the key means being able to get the item out of sea. Well, no, because we don't have Oxiel. Yeah, there's no way that works. We're double dipping no matter what. Ooh,
I think we are. Yeah, I think we are. If it's an Oxiel, yeah,
because the item because it's behind key.
Yeah. Oh, that feels. Oh, it's a random unlock, not a random locked. Oh.
All right. Well, then we read it wrong.
Ooh, I thought it was random locked with that. When I see Mermaid Prison on, another really funky flag that our devs put together here off of someone's awesome suggestion. Mermaid Prison locks the mermaid floor, which is usually, you know, a free floor with a whole bunch of boxes on it. So whenever I see that ticked, I always assume it's a random locked. It's an unlocked. How clever. Robot Crystal Adamant Oxy Floater Thavian. It's Thursday night, not Friday night, sir. What did the robot have? The robot had Crystal? Or are we just hoping the robot had Crystal?
Sure. Well, Siberian stream froze a little, and it seemed like it froze just long enough for it to miss what the robot had.
Okay. I thought I saw that, but I was looking at Inferna, so I wasn't going to say for sure. Okay, freeze for ad. So they were on those boxes when they came. Okay, gotcha.
It looked like it came back just as he finished talking to the robot.
It was the Rod.
It looks like Rod.
Oh, wow. Could you imagine a robot for the Rod, the Oxiel, and Earth?
Oh.
I feel like I need a shower.
Right? Chat would be all for it. But yeah. That's because you're not playing it.
Yeah. This game does such silly things.
It really does.
Mm-hmm. Rod, floater, key, Oxiel. That feels ever so slightly more reasonable. Yuck. Yeah, I think we kind of have to go to Earth. I think Earth has to be our progression. It feels like this is either Crystal to the floater, or it's gonna be Ruby. Oh gosh,
it could be Ruby. It could be Adamant. It could be Key. It could be herb. It could just be Oxyale. It could be. There's so many things that it still could be.
We have hint givers on too. I think Siberian checked them. We haven't like used our hint givers at all. I always forget they're on.
I do too. And then
They
I'll
could be helping
finish,
us.
and I'm like, oh wow, that's a thing. They probably could have helped me a lot.
Yep. Yeah, it was the ribbon, the hint on the herb. Yeah, I remember that. The one that we checked wasn't even useful, or kind of was. Inferno gonna get their rod. Siberian diving in. We're tied at 2 orbs. Our levels are both pretty close. This is nice.
Oh yeah. I mean, Siberian's not so far ahead that like it's unsurmountable for the for to get I think the one big advantage right now that Siberia might have is that they've class changed already.
Yeah.
So their gear and stuff is better.
Yep, I still feel like Inferno is not completely giving up on these black belts yet, which is why they haven't promoted. Because I mean, there's no reason to do that. After you come here, if you're intending on promoting.
Yeah.
That was a nice little pause to see if the robot would help us out too, Mecklin. Yeah. They never do. Out of bounds bat's cool though.
Almost never.
Their thief even has almost 400 HP, 360, I think. Like they can class change and pretty comfortably do the thing. Opal +5 or Siberian, nice. Look at all that plus gear. I know we're +2 to +5, but it always feels good to see all the plus big numbers. All right, chat was calling Crystal. Let's find out. It is just a floater. Okay. We're not even going to open it on their box. I don't disagree.
Oh yeah, you're just taking that and running. Like you've got good weapons, you've got good armor. At this point, you're not really looking for anything else other than your incentive.
Yep. I don't think we're really going to need to open too many more boxes at all. Our levels are pretty decent. Siberian, very proud of you. That is the correct path through Earth 4. Love to see it. Well done. Saracen is going to be so proud.
I was gonna say, for those who follow us on our Fancy Dancy YouTube page, where Turf Moon has recently been making sure there might be a slightly funny one of my pathing through that floor on YouTube.
Oh, go watch, everybody. It's fun. Hey, Lich gets smacked down by that katana +7. Didn't even need fast. All right, so in the air, right?
Yeah, in the air. We're about to get in the air on Siberian side. Inferno taking a quick trip over to the caravan to check. Still looking for that incentive, which at this point the vendor has to be Gaia.
Yeah, so this feels really good to get in the air because we have our bottle to turn in, easy peasy, our slab translated, which is great, and we know that our item is gonna be in Gaia. So this is 3 turn-ins once we get in the air. This can really kind of give us our, next course of action here. This might even give us our go mode.
Yeah. Because, like, we need key, we need Oxyale. Anything else is, like, turn-ins and stuff like that. We just simply, if you get it, unless you want to see what it is, like, just book it. Because you don't need it.
More tempers, more items. Yeah. All right, what do we got? There's the key. Okay.
All right, so key found.
Let me double check something.
Now we just need Oxyale. That way we can take out Kraken.
Okay. We do not have lockpicking on, so that is required key. Oh,
well, and
there's
go
our go
mode.
mode. All right, let's go.
We don't have to go another place. We don't have to open another box. We don't have to do anything else but go kill Kraken and head to Tover.
Yep. All right, Siberian. Let's put our foot on the gas here. There we go. Inferno about to get their good news once they roll their way through Earth Cave. Didn't see too much resistance here for Siberian. Should be a pretty tame Earth Cave, if not one that just feels bad, because it always feels bad because it's Earth Cave. All right. Sea Shrine for Siberian Bowl. Not my favorite place in the world. The enemies here are plentiful and can always just be so frustrating. And, thunder, sea snakes, blizzard on your Wiz Sahags, Fire 2 on your Red Sahags. This place can have any number of just upsetting times waiting for you. So I know we were saying no more boxes, but you picking off the free ones on this side, Danny, thinking if you can maybe run into that herb for cheap?
It's something it really depends on what it could be.
Yeah.
Like, just in a general speaking, say if like there's a ribbon out there still and I don't have one, then sure, I'll open like the quick boxes.
Yeah.
If it's, if I don't have some kind of, there's a word I'm looking for and my brain can't find it. Defense. So something to, to help with, getting
Evasion.
punched by big marks. Yes, evasion.
There
Thank
you go.
you.
You're welcome.
I told you lately, Luffy, that I love you.
I got you. We family.
My brain needs all the help it can get right now. So yes, evasion. So if you're looking, if there's a possibility of the item you're looking for being your defense or your roots, or they're just floating out there, or maybe the white shirt, like something like that. Especially if it's much higher scaling, then yeah, I might just check a couple of those boxes. But if I'm comfortable with the gear I have, I'm not opening another box.
Yeah, because Siberian's got the opal and the dragon armor on that fighter. We got the thief with already a half a ribbon against the really uncomfortable things, the death, the status, and the time. I think I'm pretty comfortable here. With the mid Topher, it puts less of an emphasis on like really wanting a ribbon, in my opinion. A ribbon would feel very, very good, but I don't think it's necessary quite yet. I missed that. The Luffy doc. I appreciate that. I will never, I'll never forget it's there ever again. I'll put it that way.
I've had fun with, like, here recently, there's been a few times that I've seen people since airboat became a thing, not realizing it was on, and then going to the dock and being like, wait, why can't I get my floater? So I feel like it's the same kind of haha funny, but the exact opposite of what you did.
Yeah.
You had it but couldn't find it, and they found it but didn't need it.
Yep.
Which I just a tiny bit think's just a little bit comical. Good times had by all. Alright, so we got all our orbs lit. We are going to buy, I'm assuming, heals. Or bring back party members. We need to do that too. We want all of those for Tover.
Yep, top off.
That's a lot of money. Oh, book cures. There we go. We're smart thinking. We're being wise with that chunk of money we got.
So we bought 11 of them. Make that 14. Okay, and we have 89 heal pots. I gotta feel pretty good about this.
Yeah, that seems good. All right. Yep. So we got our Oxyale. Oh, I didn't see.
Did they go in the shop?
I don't know. And our tracker, we've got Thavian and Mechlin in the background doing all the heavy lifting. And I know that if he would have done it, he would have got it.
Okay, PCMN said they did. Okay,
okay.
Cool.
All right,
just
so
like that.
we're
Lich
just going to do our Kraken, and then both runners will be in Toph.
Yep.
Topher, I forgot the R.
Fire 3 from Lich. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, that's not anything we're too terribly worried about. Oh,
10 hits,
definitely ain't worried about
1600 damage.
Holy.
Oof. Big swing on that katana. Mid Topher here too. So this is pretty quick.
There was a Lich.
Yeah, even these Agamas are skinny. So Siberian going to try to grab a couple more cheap levels on the way down. 26, 25, 25. Oh yeah, this party feels solid. And let's see what Kelly's got. She can be tricky. Deceptively hits hard. More tempers, some lock. Stop. Misses the ninja, which is great. Hits the 2 black belts, which feels weird.
Fine, they're just resting up for Kraken.
She's got poison touch too. Sure, why not? But notably doesn't kill the stunned black belt, which is really interesting. So she didn't hit very hard at all.
Yeah, teeny bit sketchy, bit of a sketchy carry fight, but we're through, and all our party members are still standing, and that is what is important.
Yeah, exactly what we're looking for here. Back-to-back seafood party pack. No, thank you.
And we heal. And we get a fight. Isn't that one of the most annoying things? Right before you're about to step on the boss tile, you run into an encounter. Especially if you've just healed and they mess it up. Be like, do you not... Excuse you. Like, I just fixed this problem. I don't need you recreating it.
All right, we're going locks. We're going fast and tempers. Good turn order. Tornado out of Kraken. Believe it or not, that's okay. More lock. Invis 2. More temper. Nuke is less okay. That's a big boy nuke too. Oh boy. We do have phoenixes. Could we use them in battle?
I don't know, but I'd want to find out.
Full cure, good. Full cure is good. Fasting up, and we're gonna temper the fighter now. Oh no, that's the other black belt. More temper. First punch. 11,741. Down goes the fighter. We got phoenixes if we can make it through. Okay. Okay. Siberian, what are you doing? Siberian.
Please.
Siberian. And don't run with just back, just punch. Oh no. Evasive nightmares.
Uh-oh. Loopy, I don't want to watch.
Oh, turn order good.
Ooh.
All right, Inferna on the Kraken
punch
1.
Run faster.
Punch. Oh, nightmares, please.
Those might be the most expensive members I've ever seen.
Oh, this is a clencher.
Evil man, go down.
Oh, okay. Siberian, Phoenixes, please.
Please, no!
Siberian!
He's killing me! Sophie, I can't! He's killing me!
Oh, my nerves. Oh,
my
Siberian.
anxiety cannot. Oh, man.
Oh, okay. Inferna through the Kraken 1. Blitz their 4th orb.
And their levels are really good. Are we getting a class change on this side, or?
Nope.
Gee, nope. Sure aren't.
Mecklin's screen froze. Oh gosh. The suspense is terrible.
I wonder if maybe I believe Siberian's got ads, so maybe that's what it is, and it'll come back in a minute.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Mecklin says that they're through Tia. Full party? $4x11. Nobody got time for class change. Let's go.
Okay, so apparently it's only frozen for us, but on his Twitch stream, we're getting the play-by-play by Mecklin.
Through with the full party. That feels good.
Mecklin, they've gone from tracker to sports broadcaster, and I appreciate it.
Thank
in chat,
you.
letting us know that they're headed to Chaos with a full party.
Oh, there we go. We're on Chaos. Here we go.
Woo! Hot dang.
All right. Lots of tempers. We're leaning into that thief that is down on one knee. Do we have full cure in the chamber? Yes, we do. All right, here we go. Swings. More tempers. All the tempers.
Wait, that is a lot of temper going on at Black Belt, is it not?
7 hits, 944, 974. Big swing from that katana. Fasting up the other black belt. Bane, poison smoke.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh!
Oh, we had one Phoenix. We brought back the black belt. Oh no!
Oh, Ice 2, no. Oh, and Chaos has sleep touch and quad X.
No!
Wow. Chaos, super rude.
That was 10 pounds of rude in a 5-pound bucket. Oh
Wow.
no!
So, Woo, no ribbons were found that we saw. We got the hint that the herb turns into the ribbon, but nobody found the herb. Yeah. Oh, that's such a rude Chaos.
I think it had to be loose in Scott or in C.
Yeah.
Which led to the longest fetch quest ever.
We still didn't see the turn in for the slab either, so it could have maybe been that, but that's another walk.
So yeah, it either had to be the slab turn in or it had to be in C somewhere.
Oh, or Corneria lock. That's also true. No one checked that.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was locked.
All right, Inferna, a floor ahead of Siberian now. Siberian knows that Chaos is super rude. That Chaos. Dueling carries. Viz 2s, tempers. Katana's putting in work. Kelly has poison touch because why not? Yeah, 4X, just pick something and go for it. Yeah, I would. I don't know. I think I move. I lay into that katana. I think I put all my faith into that that ninja.
Yeah, and going back on that Chaos, that quad X and whatnot, I know there's at least one pro ring that Siberian found, and I'm assuming they picked it up. You need to put that on whatever it is that you are using as your melee on that Chaos. Because it was very easily knocking characters under 300. So like you need, if nothing else, a protection from that. Not much you can do against Bane and some of the other things, but like you have at least one thing you can kind of save yourself from.
All right,
Oh,
so
Kraken.
Kraken detonates the thief for Inferna. If we get this full cure off for Siberian, this is an okay. Is that the big nuke comes out though? There it is again. 8 hits, 1260 though. We're through with 3 out of 4 party members with Phoenixes. Siberian, heal, bud.
Oh. Oh no. Not again.
Oh, not like this.
Oh. Oh my gosh, heal.
Siberian.
Please.
Siberian and I are going to have a nice chat at some point about healing and the proper ways to do it and when to go ahead and disrespect the floor that's in front of you.
And it isn't this. My goodness.
Oh, my heart.
My nerves are so bad right now. You think I was playing?
I love the little. He walks onto the next floor before he heals, dude. Just the short little strut, the swag.
I can't even watch. As soon as I start running without healing, I just have to close my eyes and pray for the best.
All
And then do that half open one eye, just look. Oh goodness, this is close.
Nuke on Tiamat as well. Ninja stays up though. We're through. Oh my god, my heart. We got lots of full cures. Okay.
All right, round 2. Let's go. We're getting through Tia on Inferno's side, so
We are.
not quite as easy because we don't have that katana and stuff. We're using some baby black belts, but we're getting there.
Mm-hmm. All right, Chaos, take 2. Here we go. We're gonna. I think that was fast. We're gonna fast. We're gonna invis 2 maybe. No, we're gonna just start swinging. I like it. 3 hits, 287. Lock comes out, does its thing. Lit 3. Okay, so Chaos led with Lit 3. I would preemptively full cure that ninja.
Full cure and lots of tempers. Just
oh yeah, there we go.
keep him upright and make him swing hard.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's fine. Inferno pulls Chaos as well.
Lots
and
of
visits going off.
Yeah, and fast.
Yep. Another Phoenix, more temper. Sleep touch on Chaos because Chaos. 8 hits, 877. Full cure. We know that Bane is coming. 5 hits, 276.
Oh.
There's the Bane for Inferna.
Takes out everyone but the black belt.
Black belt's doing some damage. 5 hits, 364. We got full cures.
And Siberian gets through.
Whoo! GG's. Wow.
Inferno it's above the 300, so doesn't get hit with the quad X on the solo character like Siberian did. Making decent damage. We're taking a little bit of, but we're doing there was crack in there too.
Oh boy.
Jeez. We can keep this black belt upright. I think we're gonna be okay.
Yep. Full cure is
We
good.
just gotta keep punching.
Yeah, we got temper here. Nuclear.
Is there anything this Chaos doesn't have?
I know, right? Gosh.
Doesn't have nuke because both Kraken and Tia 2 had it.
We are joining the booth by Siberian Bull. GG's, bud.
Boo. Boo.
Right, we got turn order on that black belt. Oh, jeez. All right.
That's a big pun. There we go.
Hey! I was about to say, we need to get this Chaos down because we are about out of full cures.
GG Inferno. Well done.
Ooh.
Yeah, we were in the waiting room discussing it, and neither of us found the ribbons because who needs ribbons? Who needs ribbons? But apparently we did this just to
Yeah,
finish,
that
just to finish it. But it's your fault to begin with.
it feels real bad to see Bane come out and one character goes down, and the next one goes down, and the next one goes down, and then it's like just let one get through. One,
That's how I
please.
felt. That's how I felt with my March dive. Even though I apparently went 20 minutes almost without having my screen up. Sorry about that. But no, the March dive was terrible because the werewolves had Bane as well. And then when I was successfully trying to get out of Marsh, the lobster showed up, and they had the fantastic combination of sleep, stun, stop, and glare stone, which
Hey,
which
listen. You say all that like it's a bad thing, and what I heard is they just want you to get some rest.
Yeah, and at least it's only one enemy, and it's a dumb scorpion with it. I mean, that's fine.
That doesn't explain the 20 times that the werewolf showed up to bane me. So
they're everywhere too.
Yeah. So I was trying to, at least before I got to the river system, get the level 10. And then I ended up having to get my level 10s in the river system, thankfully for those lit 2s. And I really wanted to grind on those rock goals down in Ice Cavern, but low levels plus frost spam, no thanks.
Yeah, you were sitting on them for a minute, and then we saw the frost and everything. Like, yeah, not here.
Yeah, at least I killed. At least I killed them both times I went through. The first time I was trying to see, all right, we're gonna multi-light 2 and then punch them down. Okay. And then the second time I was like, nope, we're gonna just smash them.
So welcome in Inferno.
GG's.
GG. That was much closer than it has been.
that chaos was rude.
Really close. He was super rude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad the Bane didn't kill everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It did me. So
Fabian in our chat here.
Not quite.
Chaos, lit
you
3
had one
Bane.
get through the Bane. It
Yeah,
was the
one.
Quad X that got you.
All you need is one, and that's it. The Bane, Ice 2, Lit 2, Quad X, Fire 3, Lit 2, Crack, Nuclear, Swirl, and Ink. Because, why not?
Good. There was a crack in there, too, so that would have been great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw the crack.
On your side. Yeah, we didn't see that on your side, but Inferno did with just the black belt standing. And I saw it, and I just like, I stopped breathing for a second until the black belt was still standing.
Oh, those insta kills will get you every time, and every time it's a clench, and oh goodness.
And never found ribbons. One ribbon would have been
no.
Well,
nothing.
We had an idea where there could be because they're in the 2 spots we didn't go to.
Very curious if one of you checked Canaria locked after you finished, because that might have been there.
Well, it was either going to be there or it was going to be the slab. And when I found going. And the way I did it, I don't know about Inferno, is I got the floater late because I didn't check rod until about an hour in. Check. Go get the rod until about an hour in because it was after rod. Mm-hmm. So it was like as soon as I saw the key and the Oxio come out of Guy, I was like, I don't need to check anything. I need to go.
Yep.
Your routing was almost identical. Like you
it was pretty close. Yeah.
Not the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and thinking Inferno got that
this is
maybe a minute after you. It was the same pathing, same go mode. You guys did very well there.
How'd you enjoy
I did all
Marsh?
my grind in a 3rd floor of Sky.
Yeah, that was bold. Tell us about that a little bit. I've never seen that before.
On the 2nd floor there, on the 2nd floor.
I mean,
Sky too, yeah.
Well, and the funny thing is, we had just when Luffy and I were just talking about how that is one of the best floors inside big fights because the fights you're gonna get there.
That Bane you saw on Chaos, the werewolves had,
and almost
Marsh,
it was like right after that. Is he doing it? His first is like
so that was terrible.
Or we're burning
and then on my way out of Marsh, I found the lobsters, and they had the combination of sleep, stun, stop, and glare stone.
Taking fights for levels.
Yeah, I never saw that.
Did you plan on doing that? Like, tell us a little bit about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
So when I walked up to that floor,
I felt like it was a slow start, and then I found the quote unquote katana out of
the floor.
Volcano. I was like, ooh,
I knew
this is more or less
Sky
go mode for
has
me.
a lot of good encounters in it on basically any floor.
And I
So
think we both.
while I was walking around looting the items, I was just paying attention to what I saw and went,
It was an
That's real
invis
good.
knife.
there's
Okay.
a triple Manticore pack. That's okay.
Then I probably just
There's
didn't notice.
the Badman pack.
Yeah, you
which
gotta look
they
at the
didn't-
you gotta look at the stats with
they
this
hit
kind of
hard, sort of, but that was basically it. So it was like
I mean,
there's
format.
like
I don't know the katana
2, 3, 4,000 experience in every single pack here.
it's got.
I'm just gonna walk around.
Just keep an eye on the
until I
crit.
get
If
into
the crit's high,
low
it's either a
20s,
katana or a
and then just
vorpal.
punch
If
my
it's,
way
if
through
it's
the
knife, it's a
Mhm.
katana.
I don't
It's
know
a
where
katana.
Fizzle.
If it's
Well,
a
actually,
sword,
I do
it's
know
a
where
vorpal.
Fizzle is right now. He's busy, so he wasn't. So I know he
And then
wasn't
if it's a
watching.
high hit
But
in
somehow
attack,
he's getting like
that's generally
spidey tingling
the
senses, like
X cow.
someone was taking the fights on that floor, and he's
To be
real
fair,
proud.
I never
Yeah.
promoted anyway.
The only
Yeah,
the only
I had that
annoying
thought in
part
mind
about it
too
was there was
because
that
the black belts
big
are valuable
gap.
in this type of seed.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
found it anyway. I also
Yeah.
found the
Had to
tail. I was
walk
like,
through
yep,
that a
we're
few
doing this.
times, but other
I
than
saw the
that, it
tail,
was just
I
As-
hit it and went
run back and forth as fast
"What,
as you
black
can, and
belts?"
the
and ignored it.
black belts were punching for 2, 3, 400. It's like, okay, everything
Yeah.
dies. Just mash
It's-
A as fast as you can.
You don't see many Sky
I'm
2
gonna-
grinds
Oh
like
my
that. I was
God,
very
you
impressed, and
barely
it was
made it out of
smart.
the
You know,
fight
you got the levels you
back.
needed.
Oh,
You got through Tia.
they're
It
gonna
worked,
yell at me
and
when
it
I'm
was
walking. And
definitely
it's like,
something
no,
to
I'm going
see.
down those steps. I gotta go.
Honestly,
I already
either
wiped
one
once.
of
I'm
the things
behind.
that we thought it could have been would have been really
Because that's
smart.
literally my
Either
mindset.
The levels there because the fights are good, or
Mhm.
trying to burn off the encounters for the longer run on Sky 3 because boy
And,
is
you know,
that floor a lot
You
of
know,
walking.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought the way
Yeah, with
they
no
is supposed to be
warps,
coded is
no
that only one of the
exits.
fiends
Like,
got
that's why I
nuke, and then
never
you
went
know Tia
into,
decided, hey, I have nuke too.
Besides the fact that the incentive item was
Tia
post
2, I should
rod,
say.
I
Mhm.
didn't want to go to Earth
I didn't know. I didn't
because I
find
didn't
that
have a
out.
way out if it wasn't the rod.
Well, if you pay
Mhm.
attention to the
I didn't
VOD
pay
here in a bit,
attention
it's
to
going
the
to come up.
flag initially
you
that
gotta
it was
get by
post
slide.
rod. So it was
Ah.
like I can't really get out easily, so I'm just not going to go there. And then when I was doing other
There's the
things, I
nuke,
happened
yeah.
to look at the flag and oh wait, it's post
Yep.
rod. There's no point in going
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Get your ass back up,
Punching
Jessica.
Earth
my
is
nin-
one of
my
those
ninja
places
died
I
on
absolutely
on
hate when it's
Kraken, and I'm
incentivized. If
pretty
it's
sure it
just
dies
like
here on Tia.
vanilla incentive, but
Wow.
if
Yep,
it's
there it goes.
post rod, I was like, okay, Earth incentivized when it's post rod. All right, we good because that means unless I got rod, I know I don't need to go there.
hmm
Yeah. Yeah.
My chaos.
Oh, that
was-
rod chain, the
Oh,
floater into
holy
rod
cow.
was so dumb.
Oh, I know because you already
Rod
saw
and
mine
floater.
wiped.
It
Mine
did make
wiped.
me
So
annoyed
you.
because how late.
So I have
we
I have a
went-
feeling
we
yours both
both
can now say went to
equally terrible.
Go get it.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
Look, we
Yes.
could have we could have easily probably chopped down at least 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like we
Yeah,
were
but
saying during the race, it's one of those things. It's in a location where you
don't
don't
wanna
want to have
go.
to double
Yeah.
dip. And if you don't
Yeah.
have the oxio, you just don't want to go.
You don't want to go. You know where it is. You know what it
Mm.
gets you, and there's
Mm.
really no rush to go do it.
Yep.
exactly, yeah.
hmm
Especially
Terrible
since
place.
you don't have since you don't have the oxyale, you can't combine it. And I really don't want to double dip the on-rack continent.
It's like
Mhm.
if your options
Well, we
are
had no choice anyway. We had no choice
Yeah.
anyway.
it's like
You
until
pulled
you
out
know you don't have a
30,
choice. You
40
have
seconds ahead of me.
you do ordeals, which is you go in, you get out, you're done.
Mhm.
Sky
Mhm.
was an option. You go in, you get out, you're done. You don't have to worry about doing the double dip. So it makes sense. I think that's what most runners would do is the things
Mhm.
where you can knock it out while you're there and not have to worry about it. Because
Yeah.
you don't want to have to go back to the same location twice. And in this seed, it was just completely unavoidable.
Yeah. The Force double dip legendary.
Yeah, the only double dip I that I
just
did
saw.
that was
My entire
probably
party. Jesus.
optional was dipping into Volcano.
I mean,
Mm.
I did that too. I did because the way
What
my
was up there? It was the cube. The
Cube,
cube.
cube.
it was
there.
I did that
Bleep
too
seed.
because I wanted to clear that second floor before
Potion?
going further down. And what I did is I cleared that first floor, but I didn't check anything else on the way down because the way my health and my full cures and my Phoenix
see
seeds
down
were
there
at,
in a bit.
I just wanted to be able to get through Volcano and get out. And
Mhm.
fortunately, I also found the quote unquote katana for the seed. So I was like, all right, I can get the tail and have a katana for the rest of the seed. I'm good for this.
Mhm.
But the seed had other ideas because
Yeah,
in
I walked in.
my mind at that point, I'm like, all right, I'm in Schrodinger's go mode.
Yeah, I walked in, and as soon as I saw the cube, I was like, all right, I'm done. I walked
Yeah.
out. I grabbed 2 chests that were on the way out. Happened to pick up a silver shield, which was nice for the early game, and then By the time I came back, I was with the floater. So it's just dive on in, don't touch anything. Who cares?
Mm-hmm. It's always like a tricky call to go down there. Like, you made the one call. I'm not going to do Kelly while I'm here.
Because,
Cyprian said I'm
Yeah,
going to do
you
Kelly.
need-
Like, you never
needs
know.
ribbons.
And it's
But
just
apparently
a
we
tricky
did
place.
it
So
just
when
to-
the fighting's
Yeah,
placed
that-
like that, it's
just
like,
to
I
finish
totally
it,
get
but,
why you leave
it's
after
your
one thing.
fault
Like,
to
why
begin
not?
with.
You got what you need. Let's get out of here.
It feels real bad to see
I was
Bane
also
come out and
level
one character
10.
goes down, and the next one goes down.
Exactly.
And the next one goes
Exactly.
down. And then it's
I
like,
made
just
the
let one
mistake
get
trying to
through.
dive down to
Why?
carry
That's
below
how I felt.
like
That's how I felt
15.
with
And
my March
not
dive. Even
nice.
though I
Yeah, she
I
garners
went 20
respect.
minutes almost without
I
having
didn't
my
have
screen
that
up.
problem because I was
Sorry
around
about that.
15 at that point. I was coming out of ice, so I was like,
But no,
and
besides,
March dive
in
was
my
terrible
in my
'cause the
mindset,
werewolves
if I'm going to
had
do the
Bane as
right
well.
side, when I go
And
right
then,
side,
when I'm doing
when I
both
was
ice
successfully
and
trying to get
volcano,
out of March,
and not
the
worrying about
lobster
it
showed up,
later,
and they
they're
had the
getting done.
fantastic combination of
We do have to chat
sleep,
to both of you about the
stun,
right river to
stop,
park at, though.
and,
You guys saved yourself a
glare
little bit of a
stone,
trek through the river
which,
system. You parked at
which
Hey,
the right.
listen. You say all that like it's a bad thing, and what I heard is
Yeah,
it just
but,
wants you to
know,
get some
it's
rest.
Yeah,
where the
And, at
boat
least it's
ended
only
up
one
happening,
enemy, and
that's
it's
a
a
few other
dumb
things,
scorpion with it. I
and,
mean,
you know,
that's
whatever.
fine.
That doesn't
I was very
explain
impressed with your pathing on the
the
Sky
20
Maze
times
zone,
that
our left and up
the
is
werewolf
always chef's kiss.
showed up to bane me. So
They're everywhere.
you're
Too.
already walking
Yeah.
left.
So
and you
I
just
was
need to be
trying to
up.
at
That's
least
why I
before I
did
got
Yeah,
to the river system get to level
exactly.
10.
I'm with you 110%.
And then I ended up having to get my level
Yeah,
10s
and
in
I
the
don't have
river
to-
system.
the-
Thankfully
I
for those lit
realized
twos.
for some reason, so I walked in and
and
out. That I
I really
walked up 2
really wanted to
steps.
grind on
Coming
those
out, I was like, nah,
rockles
I'm not
down
doing
in
that.
Ice Cavern,
You
but
know what?
low levels
6.5
plus
years I've
frost
been in this
spam.
community. I've never heard
No thanks.
somebody
Yeah,
just
you
be
were
like,
sitting
"We
on him for a
already
minute,
walking
and
left, why
then
not
we
continue
saw
going
the
that way?"
frost,
Hey,
and
You
then
know
it
what?
was like,
I
yeah,
can.
not here.
I'm not doing
Yeah,
it, but
hey,
like
at least
I see the argument, so I can't
at least I killed them
necessarily
both times I
disagree.
went through. The
I'm
first
still
time I was
going up
trying to
twice
see,
and
all
then
right,
right twice.
we're gonna multi-light
I
2 and
see
then
your
punch them
point.
down. And then the second
Yeah,
time I was
it
like,
takes a
no,
lot
I'm
to
just
get her to
smashing.
admit that. That's a good job, Inferna.
It
So
really
welcome
does.
in Inferno.
GG's.
I mean,
just
I thought about it,
GG's.
but it's more like it's not that I haven't thought about it. It's just that you get into your
No,
That
that
chaos
was
was
going
rude.
in.
really
Like, all right,
close.
Yeah.
It was
to go in this
super
direction and then
rude.
that direction.
Mhm.
Either way, you got to go
Just
2 in
leave
one
the
direction, 2 in the other direction. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're not a heathen going like right
did
up,
me.
right up or something.
So,
Davian,
you're
Davian in our chat here.
Not
that
quite.
chaos.
Yeah, you
Literally,
Sounds like you
one
know
get
some-
through the
sounds
Bane.
like you know
Yeah,
someone.
Quad X gotcha. You
all
go
you need is
in
one, and
direction
that's it. The
twice,
Bane,
and
Ice
then
2,
the
Lit
other
2,
twice,
Quad X, Fire 3,
you're gonna
Fire 3,
get where
Lit
you're
2,
going.
Crack, Nucleus,
Yeah.
Swirl,
Technically-
and Ink.
Technically,
Because,
the
you
other
know,
one is
why
wrong.
not?
Good, there was a
Technically,
crack in
they
it
do
too,
it.
so that would
It's a
However,
fun
oh
little
yeah,
thing to have
You
your
you
chat
always
with.
get on your set.
You
Yeah, we
always
did see
have
that
the
on your
most
set, but
fun
Inferno
just
did with just the
bickering
black belt
with
standing.
the people
And
you
I
love
saw,
most,
and I
and in this
just
community,
Yes.
that's sometimes
I
what
stopped
we do.
breathing for a second until
Sure.
the black
It's
belt was
all
still
in good fun.
standing.
Yeah.
Oh,
I do
Oh,
wish
those
I
insta
hadn't
kills, they'll get you
looted
every
the robot's
time, and
cave.
every time it's a
By the
clench.
time I got
and-
there,
oh,
I mean, ultimately,
goodness.
I was hoping to find a better
You
sword
never found
to
ribbons.
make promotion.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
we
that
there's
sword was going to be
nothing.
one of those last.
We had
couple
an
checks
idea
with-
where there
plus
could
a
be,
ribbon.
because they're in the two
So
spots.
it's
It's
like
like
at that
Yeah,
point,
oh, yeah,
we
Very
were checking
curious
out.
if one of you checked
Yeah, but it
Canaria
was all
locked
junk. I
after you
think it was
finished,
a
because that
silver
might have been
hat,
there.
some experience.
Well, it was
and a
either
bunch
going
of
to be
money.
there, or it was going to be the
Yeah.
slab. And
Not what you're
What a
looking
waste.
when
for.
I found when going,
I was
But you
and
don't
the
know
way
that
I
that
did, I don't know about
I was happy I
Inferno,
had as much
is I
money as I
got
did for endgames.
the
Full-
floater late
full-
because I didn't
full
check.
cures.
Yeah, you were trying to
until
buy the
about
whole
an hour
store out
in.
there. Like, give me
Check,
30.
check,
Like, I
uh,
don't have
check,
$10
go get the route until
no.
about an hour in because it was
I
after
don't.
God.
I wanted
Mhm.
30.
So-
Like, oh wait,
So
I
it's like,
got
as soon as,
10.
as soon as I saw the key and the
I'll be
Oxio
honest, I
coming
forgot
out of
about that.
Guy,
I
was like,
planning
need
to
to
go
check
to
anything. I
Canaria
need to go.
and buy
Yeah.
Your
some
routing
full
was
cures.
almost
I wrote a note
identical.
down
Like,
It was
about
pretty
it.
close, yeah.
Never
Not
did it.
the same thing, yeah.
Just went
Yeah,
right
and
on
Big
in.
Inferno got that. I
Luckily,
forgot
I
they were
didn't.
there too. They made it
I
after
did.
you.
I
It was the
saved,
same
and
pathing,
I saved
same
right
go
there outside
mode.
corner.
You
Got
guys did
me
very
cure
well there.
Full cures
Yeah,
after
after
I saved, and then Chaos had
Yeah,
things
that was
out,
bold.
parked
Tell
a
us
little
about
closer
that a little
than
that.
no,
I've never
it's just
seen
on
that
the
if I
before.
second
died
floor
again.
there on the second floor. Where
Guy too, yeah.
And the funny thing is when we had just talked, when Luffy and I were just talking
No,
about how
it was
like
a really great race.
that
You
is one
guys
of the
definitely
best
did a good
floors
job
in
and
the
had some
sky
fun.
to take fights
Danny,
because
any
the
other
fights you're going
questions
to
before
get
we kick
there
them around to them for
have
final
so
thoughts
like,
and
no,
get on
so
out
much
of here?
experience from
Yeah, I
them.
think we've covered
And almost
most
like
things. Yeah,
it was
let's
like
get
right
some
after that,
final
like
thoughts from
the see you
Marauders.
doing it as
All
first
right,
as like
let's start with
we're
Siberian
taking
Bull.
fights for levels or
First
we're
place,
burning off
1 hour,
encounters
20
looking
minutes,
for the long
26
run
seconds. It
before
was a
going to
heck of a
Sky
race.
3.
Final thoughts?
And after you kind of hit that back to
I
back
know
and kept going, I was
both
like, we're
me and
going. It's like we're
Inferno had the
taking
same
fights for
idea of
levels.
doing at least
Yeah,
one
did you plan on doing
of each
that?
class
Tell us
with
a little bit about it. Yeah.
two black
Well,
belts, because
so when
this
I
is the type
walked
of
up to that
seed where we
floor,
just can't.
you
We're
knew it was a
and I was thinking of
random
this afternoon. I wasn't really thinking
check,
about it
so
all.
I
It's
didn't
like,
know
all right, we're
what
gonna have
it
at least one of
was.
each class
So I was
just
just
go. And I'm
looting the
like,
floor,
wait, black
and
belts have
that's
more value in
you know,
this
I
type of setting. I
knew
better take two.
Sky has a
Mhm.
lot of good encounters in it on basically any
Yeah,
floor.
the buff magic will definitely give
So
you
while I was
a
walking
pause to
around
think
looting my
about taking
items,
them
I
for
was
sure.
paying attention
Well,
to what I saw.
that and because I don't
There's
have to
an
go
eye.
check tail,
That's real good.
Mm-hmm.
There's a
which I
triple
did,
manticore
which I
pack.
did anyway
It's
because I found a
okay.
katana. So
There's
womp womp.
a Badmen pack, which they didn't. They hit
Inferna, same
hard,
question. Final
sort of,
thoughts.
but that was basically it. So it was like
This flag
there's
set's fun.
like
Um,
2, 3,
it's
4,000 experience in every single pack here.
I'm not as familiar
Just
with the
gonna walk
weapons without the
around until I
names,
get into the
so that
Mhm.
slows me down a little
20s,
bit.
and then just
Me
punch
too.
my way through
But
the game.
it's
Mhm.
I don't know where Fizzle. Well, actually,
it
I do
also
know where Fizzle is right now.
nicely. I like
He's
that it
busy, so he wasn't. So I know he
generally
wasn't watching, but
somewhat
somehow he's
incentivizes
getting like
black
spidey
belts
tingly
Yep.
because
senses.
you're
Like
not
someone was taking the
gonna
fights on that floor, and he's real
open
proud.
200 boxes.
Yeah. Mhm.
Ideally, you don't do that in any
The only
seed, but
annoying part about it was there was that big
the
gap.
low count of items
So,
you're
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
check,
had to
Yeah.
walk through
generally
that a few
helps them.
times, but other than that, it was
Mhm.
just
especially when they roll with buff
run back and
magic,
forth as fast as you can, and the black belts
which
are
amusingly I
punishing
never
for
used.
2, 3, 4.
You used it a little bit at the
It's
end
like,
there, I
okay,
think. I think you gave
everything
yourself a
dies.
couple
At the
tempers on
very
chaos.
Yeah,
It's
that's
you know,
it.
it's all that
very
matters.
end.
You used it. You used it though. It's
True,
perfect.
but I completely forgot they had it until chaos, and then went, "Oh right, he can actually punch a little harder now."
It was a great race nonetheless. Well done. Thank you both runners. Danny, you want to kind of final thoughts us and take us on out of here?
Yeah, I think I can do that. So, just a quick things I'm going to say real quickly while they're on my brain, just some up and coming things. So the Duck Derby, which you got a preview of week 1 tonight, starts this weekend. Race 1 on Saturday, race 2 on Sunday. Our duckling class this year is split into 2 groups. They'll be racing two races a weekend, 4 weeks, and then we'll head into our finals. It is a lot of fun. It is genuinely one of my favorite times of the year is to watch
Mhm.
like the newer players in their tournament. I love it so much. So looking forward to that this weekend. We have Lefanian Ladder going on now. If you like playing crazy things and challenging people to even crazier things, then the flag sets that are there. I mean, last what weekends? So 2 weekends ago, we had 2 people playing Mario in Final Fantasy. It's crazy, but
Yeah.
it's fun. And if you like doing insanely goofy things and while playing FFR or not even playing FFR, Lefanian Ladder is for you, and you can find it in the Discord. Other than that, we have our marathon coming up. We just released our schedule yesterday. It is so insanely good. I cannot even begin to tell you how many amazing runs we're going to have. All the communities that came out, ours. We have Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide. We've got Castlevania. We've got Bloodstained. We've got Zelda. We've got Ori. We've got the time blanking, but we've got 4 days plus of amazing games that are getting played, and it is all going to be raising money for a fantastic charity, the Liam Foundation, who are an amazing group of people doing some fantastic work for the LGBTQIA plus community. So if you are interested in that at all, here is in the chat the current random marathon information on the charity, which by the way, our marathon will be live this year. So we've always done online ones before, but we're doing it live this year. A bunch of us are heading out here to where I live in West Virginia, to Charleston. We're going to hang out for the weekend. We're going to play video games. We're going to raise some money. It's going to be an insanely amount of fun. And if you'd like to come join us, the information is there. If you want to watch it, then you can welcome to do that too. But lots of goings on in the FFR community, all made possible by the fantastically amazing, wonderful bunch of people that are in our community. So I'm going to say thank you to Thavian and Mecklin who helped make this broadcast possible. Luffy for joining me on comms. There is never a time that I do comms with you that I do not have so much fun. to Inferna and Cyberian Bull for running the seed. I apologize for the grossness that it did roll. And thank you to everyone for watching because, well, you guys make it fun too. I think that's it. I think I covered everything. Luffy, if you have any thoughts, feel free to share them. If not, I'm going to let you actually sign out because you've got that really neat little like sign out thing that you do that's far better than anything I'm going to rattle off. So,
Gotcha. I like to give it over to you to make sure that we take care of all the housekeeping. The marathon, great cause. Very excited to participate in there. I'll be there. It's going to be a great time. Thank you again, like you said, to both of our people in the booth with us tonight, Mecklin and Thavian, pushing the buttons, keeping us online. Siberian and Inferna for running a great race. A lot of fun to watch both you guys do your thing. And thank you to chat as well for joining us, like Danny said. And we're going to head on out of here. So with that, everybody, ciao and chillax, everybody. Final Fantasy Randomizer fam, we gone.